Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. We've got Chauncey Billups. Rudy Gay is out there with Sabonis. Then there's Brand, and it's Rivers in at the point. And for the 76ers, running the wings, it's Oubre and George. Inside for him, it's Martin next to Embiid. And it's Maxey in at the point.
Here we go.
And so here we go, the 76ers to start it. Oubre sets the screen for Maxey.
Right there.
Rebound, Billups. Pressured. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see Phoenix against the 76ers. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Lewis is out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Doncic. Then it's James Jones. And it's Sabonis in at the 5. And for Philadelphia, inside for him, it's Martin next to Embiid. Maxey and Oubre, they have the guard duties. And it's George. At the 3.
And you do not want to be on the receiving end of that. Embiid throwing it down with some funk.
This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team. Shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
Here's Gay. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And I like the energy of Gay, especially inside. He's incredible at getting to his spots in the paint.
Pass to Embiid. And here's George. He's covered by Gay. George, no good. Lewis against Embiid. Lewis misses. Left side, George. He drains the quick shot.
And got to be confident in that mid-range. And Paul George certainly is.
Jones for 3. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Oubre, no one around him. No good on the 3. Jones, that's for 2. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Calm and cool from distance. George really confident from beyond.
George has gone 2 or 3 from the floor. On the wing, Doncic. He's covered by Maxey. A nice shot by Doncic.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here's Maxey. And it's Gay with the rebound. And it's Phoenix's ball. It's a 3-point game. Outside, Lewis. Sabonis gets the bucket.
And that huge frame of Sabonis is a problem for the defense. Excels at getting perfect position on that offensive glass.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Maxey passes to Embiid. Poke loose. Maxey kicks to Martin. Off target from three-point range. Pass to Sabonis. Takes the three. Maxey grabs the miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The shot by George, no good. The Suns on offense. They trail by one. Lewis with the three. Good on the three-point shot.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Drummond's checked in for Embiid. Martin comes in for Martin. Gordon's checked in for George. And it's Jackson in for Kelly Oubre. John Collins, he's checked in for the Suns. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Luka Doncic. Sabonis with the steal. Here's Schroeder. Makes it off the glass.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Now here's Gordon. Shot to stop the run. Sabonis grabs the board. Suns leading by 4. And here's Gay outside. Maxey grabs the miss. Philadelphia with the ball. Jackson passes to Maxey. Here's Drummond. The shot, no good. Nice D from Sabonis. From deep, Gay. Here's Collins. It's Schroeder, top of the key. Over Maxey. Rebound Andre Drummond. And it's Maxey with the ball for Philadelphia. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter. Phoenix, no good that time either. Maxey against Collins. Outside for Jackson. Back to Maxey. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
And one of the many ways Maxey can hurt you with his shooting, lightning fast on that release.
Takes a step back. Here's Schroeder. Here's Sabonis. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Andre Drummond picks one up.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Free throw good. Sabonis. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Suns ahead. They lead by a bucket. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
Martin is out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Jackson. Then there's Gordon. And it's Lowry in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
Now Lowry after the missed 3 from John Collins. Doncic with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Here's Williams. Pass to McGrady. Oubre with it. Wants to get it to Doncic, and does. 5 on the clock. From deep, Collins. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And you love how instant Collins' shot can be. Gets a pass and wastes no time in releasing it.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ. Michael Jordan.
And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Martin's checked in for Philadelphia. Kelly Oubre comes in for Kyle Lowry. And then for Phoenix, Rudy Gay's checked in for McGrady. And it's James Jones in for Oubre. Jones finds Gay for the 3. And again, it's the Suns missing. Gay's gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%. Pass to Martin. And finished off by Martin.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Offensive rebound. Doesn't go for him. Collins against Oubre. Here he goes. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Robert Williams.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Philadelphia?
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Jackson. That misses, so he splits the free throws. The Suns on offense, trailing by 2. Wasted no time on that one. Jones has got his first 3 points of the game.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
And the rebound goes to Martin. Gordon with it. Jones covering. Pass to Lowry. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Jones from outside. Again, the miss by Jones. And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for the 76ers. Gordon with no one around. Another miss by Philadelphia. On offense, here are the Suns. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Gay is just so crafty inside, forcing the defense to hit him in the paint.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
First free throw is good.
And the length and athleticism Gay offers is exciting. I mean, terrific at scoring the ball, but he can also defend multiple positions.
Here's what Philadelphia is going with right now. George is checked in for Gordon. And Maxey subbed in for Kyle Lowry. And then for Phoenix, Sabonis, he's checked in for Robert Williams. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Doncic. And here's George for three. The 76ers again can't hit it. Fires the three. That's good from Gay on the assist by Collins. Gay's got the lead up to 6 now for Phoenix.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Now here is Martin. Back to Maxey. Will it go? Bangs home the trifecta. Maxey's got 5.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Gay against George. Shot's good by Gay.
And Gay has a reliable jumper, outstanding at getting into a rhythm from here.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He wants to talk to his guys. Boy, Stan, think of it. How many teams could use the defensive versatility that Caleb Martin brings to a team into the floor?
Yeah, look, Kevin, he's capable of guarding 4 positions on the floor, plays a lot bigger than his size would indicate, and gives his team a lot of flexibility with rotations.
He brings such great energy, doesn't he, stand off the bench? I know he has started, but his bench play can really affect the game.
Yeah, and that's a great thing, too. He can start, come off the bench. This guy will give you whatever you need.
Well said. Andre Drummond's checked in for Philadelphia. Lewis checked in for the Suns. Doncic comes in for Dennis Schroeder. Drummond finds Martin. 76ers moving the ball around. Here's Maxey. Another miss by Philadelphia. Phoenix leading by 5. The 3 for Doncic. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Doncic has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Maxey on the wing. Back to George. And the layup is good. George has got 7 points in the game.
I love seeing George be so assertive down low. Certainly doesn't lack confidence. An accomplished scorer.
Now here's Gay. 9 points in the game so far. That shot wide open.
Well, you guys know I love analytics, but I still like the mid-range, especially when he's taking the shot.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. And here are the 76ers now. The 76ers have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. The first one falls. And so he hits both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Here's Lewis. Not enough on that one as it misses. George against Jones. The shot by George, no good. Lewis, left side. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And the teams are going to have to wait before.
The previous play is under review.
Going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And it looks like they got it right this time. No basket. The clock had expired while the ball was still in his hands.
Yeah, and even if they don't show it, I know the refs are proud of themselves after a replay proves them right. They're like, see, we had it right all along. So good call, fellas.
Rudy Gay, he's feeling it tonight, and he's been the driving force for the Suns. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We've got more in store for you right after this. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Rudy Gay having a dominant impact in this game.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
And here are the Suns now. 3-point lead. Tipping off the second half. Here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. They've got Sabonis. Rudy Gay is out there with Lewis. Then there's Doncic. And it's Jones in at the 2-guard spot. Doncic with the block.
The anticipation is there for Luka on defense.
Sabonis finds Gay. Sabonis' screen on Martin. Gay. It's good from the top of the key. Gay's got the lead up to 7 now for the Suns.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
Pass to Embiid. Joel showing off the range.
Come on. Joel Embiid. I mean, 7-footers are not supposed to shoot like that.
Doncic looking it over. From downtown, Paul George grabs the miss. And so George will bring it up for Philadelphia. Here's Maxey. His 3-pointers off the mark. Phoenix leading by 4. Doncic right side. Shoots over Oubre. Doncic no good. Doncic has gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Here's Oubre. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And that one misses. And he's good on the second. Phoenix leading by 3. Lewis on the way, covered by Oubre. And the Suns miss again. Lewis has gone 1 of 4 from distance.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels them.
Phoenix with the ball. Gay, that's a 2-pointer. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got his 5th rebound in this one. On the wing, George. And it's all evened up. George has got 10 points in the game.
And you love the way that PG can get you a bucket on and off the ball. That versatility speaks volumes.
Here's Martin for the lead. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gay. Philadelphia shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And the 76ers making a change here. Gordon's checked in. And both free throws good for Martin. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Lewis driving inside.
You know, showing off some athleticism. Man, does Lewis have some bounce in his step.
Now the 76ers with it. Maxey looking it over. And Blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Jones for three. Connects from three-point range. And it's a three-point Suns lead.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
The three. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
And we're so used to Doncic operating with the ball in his hands, but it's good to see him mix it up and work off the catch.
Now, here's Maxey. He's got 7.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
And it's Doncic missing. Philadelphia trails by 5. Gordon, the pass to Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And the 76ers with some changes. Drummond's checked in for Embiid, and Martin subbed in for Caleb Martin. Collins checked in for Phoenix. Here's Sabonis. Nice shot from the wing. Sabonis has got 7 points. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Now here's Oubre from deep. Phoenix grabs the miss. Sabonis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Gay, that's a 2-pointer. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Clock management, this is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Gordon, the pass to Oubre. A 3-pointer, no good. Phoenix leading by 5. On the wing, Doncic. And stolen by Maxey. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Oubre passes to Drummond. And it's sent back by Sabonis. Near the 3-point line, it's Doncic. It's good on the putback. Collins has got the lead up to 7 now for Phoenix.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
Drummond sets the screen for Maxey. Another miss by Philadelphia. And so it's Phoenix bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. And we'll be back with you shortly. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And so Lowry will bring it up for the 76ers. 7-point differential. Lowry out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Martin. Then there's Embiid. And it's Gordon in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Jones, that's for 2. And he nails that one right through the net.
Set it up.
Here's Philadelphia. Lowry passes to Embiid. Here's Jackson. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Back to Jackson. 5 to shoot. Embiid sets the pick for Jackson. 18 feet out. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Gay outside. Fires from deep. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
3-pointer, Lowry. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 5 rebounds tonight. There's Schroeder. This one for 3. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got 7 rebounds in the game. Outside Jackson. Goes up with a stripe. Connects. The jumper drops.
can't give Jackson any airspace from there because he's going to make you pay.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Martin's checked in for Martin. George comes in for Eric Gordon. Oubre's checked in for Jackson. And Maxey subbed in for Kyle Lowry. And for the Suns, Sabonis, he's checked in for Robert Williams. Lewis comes in for Collins. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on J.B. Bickerstaff's huddle. Now, he wants his team to mix it up offensively. He said, we've been settling for too many threes. Don't be afraid to attack the rim. Challenge their defense. Let's see some variety out there. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David.
And the defense has to be aggressive with Luka from range. Give him any space, and he is looking to pull.
Here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
Now, here's Maxey. Down low. Here's Embiid. Nice D from Sabonis.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Here's Maxey. Game with the block.
You got to respect those long arms of Gay. I mean, superb at swatting shots away, put those big hands.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
1:49 left in the fourth quarter. Traps in the tray.
And guys, George takes pride in hitting big shots. Just get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Now here's Jones over George. And the Suns miss again. Outside, Maxey, and Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Oubre finds Maxey. Back to Oubre. Sabonis against Embiid. It's George on the wing. Another three for Philadelphia.
And the three-point shot really has been their best friend here tonight.
Well, it's one thing to hit threes when it doesn't matter. It's another to do it in clutch time. Takes a special player.
Now, here's Oubre. That doesn't go either for George. Jones kicks to Lewis. Over George. Lewis misses. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 14-5 run here. Martin wide open. He fires. Cans the three.
A solid facilitator. I like whenever Maxey looks to get his guys involved.
Now here's Doncic. Over Maxey. Doncic, no good. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Taking care of business at the line, and he adds some cushion to their lead.
Sabonis, the pass to Doncic. No good from outside. And so George will bring it up for the 76ers. It's good.
Here we go.
So Philadelphia will get the first possession. So the opening lineup for the Suns. They've got Sabonis. Doncic out there with James Jones. Then it's Lewis. And it's Gay in at the power forwards position. Got that one up quick.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. It's a 3-point game. Here's Embiid. And that one is off. Nice D from Sabonis. A 3 from Gay. And Embiid pulls it down. With the league's 65-game rule, Joel Embiid might have trouble making another All-NBA team.
Yeah, he's only reached that 65-game mark twice in his career. But he's still a lock to make the Hall of Fame, Kevin, because of how dominant he is when he plays. And look, he's already got an MVP.
Pass to Embiid. And Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That's his first foul. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Martin, the pass to Embiid. Sabonis grabs the board.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Now, here's Doncic. Rudy Gay on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by the 76ers. George passes to Maxey. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And Maxey is such a tough cover. It's difficult. Trying to stay down on his shot fake.
The 76ers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And he makes the first. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
What I love most about Maxey is his aggressive attitude. When he's out there, he keeps his foot on the gas pedal.
Jones. Lewis outside. Out to Doncic. Launches it. Drills it from outside.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Maxey finds George. Back to Maxey. And that one drops for him.
What a finish from Maxey, getting it done right over the defense.
Oubre outside. From deep, George. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
What are you doing? You can't give a player like him that much space. Come on now.
Here's Sabonis. Out to Doncic. That 3 off the mark. Here's Maxey. He nails it, and we're tied up. Maxey's got 5 now.
What you love about Max is he plays with so much energy, it's hard to keep up with.
And it's Maxey with the ball for Philadelphia. To the middle. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
Phoenix, no good that time either. Doncic has gone 1 of 3 on the night. Here's Oubre. And he makes good on the layup.
Crafty at cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Andre Drummond's checked in for Joel Embiid. Kenyon Martin Jr. comes in for Martin. Gordon's checked in for George. And it's Jackson in for Oubre. Collins checked in for Phoenix. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Luka Doncic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And how about the confidence right now from Jackson? Not bashful at attacking and drawing attention from there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Jackson.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
Both free throws good from Jackson. 1:19 left in the first. And here's Collins from outside. Sinks the three-pointer.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Maxey against Schroeder. Maxey, no good. Phoenix trails by 3. Lewis on the way. Guarded by Jackson. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Maxey on the wing. The 76ers with another miss. Lewis on the wing. He's covered by Maxey. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. From deep, Gay, a putback, and staying with the play, Sabonis.
And that huge frame of Sabonis is a problem for the defense. Excels at getting perfect position on that offensive glass.
Now, here's Maxey. He's got 5. They need this. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Hey, everybody, that's execution off an inbounds play.
Get on, Tyrese.
Let's go. Another miss by Maxey.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Phoenix ahead. They're up by 3. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
Suns leading by 3, setting the floor for the Suns. We've got Tracy McGrady, Kelly Oubre out there with Doncic. Then it's Rob Williams, and it's Collins in at the 4. Shot from 6. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
Jackson against McGrady. Martin, and it's blocked. Williams up on top. Collins finds Williams. Williams double team. Here's Doncic. They get it back, and Williams is right there.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Philadelphia trails by 5. Lowry deciding where to go with it here. Embiid against Williams. Embiid, no good. Embiid's gone 1 of 4 so far. Doncic outside. Pass to McGrady. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on to continue missing. Oh, great feed by Lowry. He'd rather pick up an assist than score a bucket.
On the wing, Doncic. While recovering. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Philadelphia. In the corner, it's Gordon. The three ball. And that's good. Reggie Jackson for three. Jackson's got the game tied up here for Philadelphia.
I tell you, one thing Jackson has never lacked: confidence. I mean, when he gets a look, Reggie always believes his next shot will be his best one.
Richard, close to a decade ago, Eric Gordon won the Sixth Man of the Year award, and he is still a force off the bench.
Gordon is still a factor from outside. Not as much burst as he had before, but you got to respect his drive. His game has aged very well.
Count that one.
And he's got a good handle, excellent body control. Doncic is a threat to pull up from anywhere.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Caleb Martin's checked in for Martin. Paul George comes in for Gordon. Oubre's checked in for Reggie Jackson. And Maxey subbed in for Kyle Lowry. And then for Phoenix, Sabonis, he's checked in for Williams. Gay comes in for McGrady. And Jones subbed in for Kelly Oubre. And there's Gay outside. Hits the three-point bomb. And now a 5-point Phoenix lead.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Pass to George. Here's Maxey. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Phoenix leading by 5. The three for Doncic. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Maxey in the corner. The 76ers with another miss. And guys, they look to set it up in the half court.
Well, that's when you got to rely more on your defense and try to get out in the open for it. Oftentimes, you can develop your rhythm offensively when you get easy baskets.
And the rejection by Collins.
And that shows you a bit of Collins' all-around game and why he's so valuable at both ends of the floor.
Collins setting the pick for Jones. From outside the arc, drains it from beyond the arc. Jones has got the lead up to 8 now for the Suns.
Proving once again, he is one of the best shooters in the league.
Here's George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
Shooting 2.
That's good from George. And the 76ers making a change here. Drummond's checked in. And Phoenix also making a switch. Lewis is checked in. And George drops them both.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Doncic outside. Pass to Sabonis. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Maxey.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Oubre kicks to Drummond. Pass to Oubre. Inside, here's Martin, and finished off by Martin.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
From deep, George trains the three-pointer. George has got 8.
And what a smooth three-point shot. George has worked hard to develop that stroke.
Lewis with the 3. Paul George grabs the miss. 1 second left. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Suns lead by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Inside for him, it's Martin next to Embiid. Maxey and Oubre, they have the guard duties. And it's George in at the 3. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second. second half. Maxey attacking. Misses from close range. Phoenix leading by 6. Lewis with the 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Martin's got his 4th rebound in this one. George passes to Martin. Back to George. Embiid with a screen on Lewis. Nobody near George. And the 3 off target. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Phoenix. Pass to Gay. It's up a 3. The Suns keeping it alive. A new 14. Beyond the arc. They get it again. Sabonis kicks to Jones. Off target from outside. Philadelphia trails by 6. George with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. George passes to Embiid. Nice D from Sabonis. And here are the Suns now. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
And you have to feel for him. That's the kind of miss that will stick with you for a little bit.
Lewis with the 3. Phoenix no good that time either. Lewis has gone just 2 of 7 from long range. Oubre kicks to Martin. Here's Maxey. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
Jones from outside. The rebound by Paul George. And here are the 76ers now. Searching for that first bucket here in the 3rd. Martin for 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. Martin's got 5 now. And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Paul George. Suns leading by 3. Here's Sabonis. Offline with his 3. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gay. 76ers have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. John Collins, he's checked in for the Suns. And both free throws good for Oubre. And it's the Suns with the ball. They lead by 1. Shoots the 3. Second shot opportunity, and it's Jones laying it in. 8 points for him.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort
to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
On the wing, Eric Gordon, defended by Jones. Another miss by Philadelphia. Suns leading by 3. Lewis with the 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. Lewis has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for Phoenix. Here's Maxey. Phoenix grabs the miss. Sabonis has got rebound number 15 here tonight. And it's Doncic missing.
Luke was shooting terrible shit.
46 left here in the 3rd quarter. To the inside. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey. Maxey's got 9.
Nice work on the interior. Maxey looks so composed amongst those trees.
And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Drummond's checked in for Philadelphia. Martin comes in for Caleb Martin. And the Suns making a change here as well. Tracy McGrady's checked in for Jones.
Yo, match up on Doncic.
Gordon against Lewis. From past the arc. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
With the step back. Here's Maxey. Another miss by Maxey. Suns leading by 7. Here's Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And that's too tough. Willing to mix it up down low.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Pass to Oubre. It's Martin on the wing. He's guarded by Collins. Oubre for 3. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Fires the 3. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. Jackson, he's checked in for Philadelphia.
You know what to do. You talked about adjustment. So let's execute. Let's go.
Philadelphia trails by 9. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Maxey passes to Jackson. 3-pointer. Maxey, no good. Lewis on top. He's covered by Maxey. They get the rebound. And Collins is right there. Collins has got the lead up to 11 now for the Suns.
A flat-out bulldog in the paint. Great job to follow his own shot there and get the basket.
And so it's Phoenix holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. The defensive work they've done against Paul George has been a big factor. He hasn't done anywhere near the kind of damage we expected. We'll get you while we have the chance now. To our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for the Suns, they've got Jones. John Collins is out there with Rob Williams. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Gay in at the small forward. From the arc. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. There's Jackson with the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Here's Collins. And then Collins slams it in.
Most explosive young bigs we have. Collins quick off the floor and gets creative at the rim.
From 11 feet away. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Jackson.
And like watching Gay get aggressive with the defense, making them whack him there on the way up.
And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Suns.
These guys have been hitting the offensive boards hard throughout this whole game. Great job converting the extra opportunities.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
The 76ers making a switch here. Oubre's checked in, and so Gay nails both of them.
And the thing about Rudy Gay, you never know when he's going to have a night where he just explodes. He's one of those guys that can just score in bunches.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Coach Nick Nurse talked to his team. He said they've played well in certain areas, but the lack of detail to the defensive boards has allowed their opponent too many second-chance opportunities. And that, he said, is the difference in this game. You have to get busy on the glass, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
And another for Jackson, a streaky score, but when he gets high, watch out. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And stolen by Gay. Oh, and here comes Schroeder all alone. Jones kicks to Gay. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. And now an 11-point Phoenix lead. So it's Philadelphia now.
Who's watching here?
Pass to Martin. Back to Lowry. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the Suns. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. There's the three. And the rebound goes to Martin. Lowry against Schroeder. Pass to Embiid. The fader. Shot is good off the back rim and in. 6 points for Joel Embiid.
How do you stop a good fadeaway jumper? That's a trick question. You don't.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Martin's checked in for Martin. Paul George comes in for Jackson. And Maxey subbed in for Kyle Lowry. And then for Phoenix, Sabonis, he's checked in for Williams. Lewis comes in for John Collins. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. They trail by 11. Pass to Embiid. That shot, no good. Nice D from Sabonis. The three for Doncic. Sabonis kicks to Doncic. The tray. Doncic sticking it from way outside.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Joel Embiid. From deep, Gay, another three for Phoenix.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Embiid. Tries yet again. Sabonis grabs the board. Phoenix leading by 14. Launches a three. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Outside, Maxey. Misses the three. And here are the Suns now. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Here's Doncic. Gay, a screen on George. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Rebound by Joel Embiid. 27 seconds left in the game. Oubre finds Maxey. Martin from outside. The shot, no good. Doncic feeling it out. Phoenix, no good that time either. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed?
And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony and our reporter David Aldridge and the entire 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long. And as we part ways, we present our player of the game. The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. They've got Lewis. James Jones is out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Rudy Gay, and it's Sabonis in at the center position. And for the Bucks, they've got Abdul-Jabbar, Damian Lillard out there with Jackson. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Giannis in at the 4 spot. Two tremendous players, Greg. Generational players in their own right.
Here we go.
On the floor together. And that's Giannis Antetokounmpo and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
And the Milwaukee Bucks may not be the first team that comes to mind when you think of Kareem due to all that success success with the Lakers, but the Bucks were the team that drafted him, and he did win a championship with them.
He did indeed. Glad you brought that up. I'm sure Bucks fans, Greg, are quick to claim him. And how about Giannis?
Yeah, he's certainly a one-of-a-kind talent.
Lewis gets the bucket.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. That's a 2 from Lillard. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. And so Doncic will bring it up for Phoenix. And Special K, as good as Damian Lillard can be throughout a game, he definitely takes it up a notch in crunch time.
Couldn't agree with you more, Kevin. He's one of those guys that certainly seems to rise to the occasion and relish in the clutch moments. And his range is in the gym-like. I mean, 30 feet away, 35 feet away, he shoots it the same as if it's a mid-range jumper.
Here's Lillard after Luka Doncic's bucket. Right side, Jones. There's the triple. Buries the long-range jumper.
And that's exactly what he's looking for draining the triple.
Giannis outside. Back to Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in.
Punctuating the end of that play with an exclamation point. Lillard, a natural-born finisher.
The 3 for Doncic. Drills the three-pointer. Doncic has got 5 points so far.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
Developing the catch-and-shoot jumper. Giannis has done a nice job with that.
Jackson against Lewis. Takes a 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. That's a 2 from Lillard. Sabonis grabs the board. Lillard's gone 1 of 4 from the field. Gay finds Doncic. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by the Bucks. Lillard outside. And it's off from three-point range. Doncic passes to Jones. Wing shot on the way, and the jumper falls for him. He's got 7.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Lillard.
Timeout.
Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Lopez, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Green comes in for Jackson. And for the Suns, John Collins, he's checked in for James Jones. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Luka Doncic. Three-pointer, Lillard. Phoenix grabs the miss. Sabonis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Nobody near Gay. Good, and it's Sabonis with the assist that time.
Man, they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, I agree with you. A big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end. You know, one of the basic fundamentals in basketball is the ability to box out. He's got that down pat.
Another 3 for Phoenix.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check, and it was maybe a step out of his range.
Now here's Lewis. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed if he can wind up that open from three-point range. I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And that's going to be a travel. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Lopez. Bobby Portis comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Trent subbed in for Green.
He's got a nice feel for the crossover, but you still have to finish it off.
Schroeder, another one, falls for Phoenix.
Well, you know, he's capable of doing a few different things, but Schroeder is paid to score. That's his greatest strength.
And the Suns here with a different look. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Sabonis. McGrady comes in for Rudy Gay. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Lewis. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Here's Portis. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Lillard from outside hits it from three-point range. Lillard's got 8 points.
You just cannot permit Lillard to get into a zone from deep. I mean, once that happens, you can't turn the valve off.
Good on the triple.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for him later on.
For three, another three for Phoenix.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
And so it's Phoenix feeling good about their 17-point lead heading in. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And not only that, their elite conditioning evident from the pace they're playing offensively. Boy, they are getting out and running.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Tracy McGrady is out there with Collins. Then it's Williams. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Doncic in at the point guard position. Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
Phoenix leading by 15. Doncic outside. Hands it from downtown. He's got 16.
Doncic giving you the full package. Superstar for sure.
Here's Lillard. It's hauled in by McGrady.
Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't seem to be his night tonight.
That doesn't go either for Doncic. And here's Abdul-Jabbar. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Trent kicks to Portis. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. No good with the triple. Here's McGrady. A new 14 for the Suns. Pass to Doncic.
Yo, set it up.
Clock at 6. Here's the three. Got another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Doncic really excels at keeping defenses off balance in the pick and rolls.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. A different look for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Prince. And it's Jackson in for Trent. Rudy Gay's checked in for the Suns. James Jones comes in for Oubre. And the Bucks miss again.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Good on the bucket.
And you love how instant Collins' shot can be. Gets a pass and wastes no time in releasing it.
Now here's Abdul-Jabbar. Here is Lillard. To stop the run, Williams with the block. Here we go, one-on-one. Back to Collins. Another three for Phoenix.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Now here's Jackson. Scoreless thus far. Abdul-Jabbar outside. Knocked loose. Doncic with the steal. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. And finished off by Williams.
So around the basket. Williams, when the pass is on target, expect him to finish with the rim rattler.
They're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
Lillard is screen on Jones. There's the lob to Lillard. Rebound by Williams.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Now, here's Doncic. 19 points in the game. Here's Jackson. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And here are the Suns now. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. The three-pointer off the mark. Abdul-Jabbar with the ball. Williams picks him up. And Abdul-Jabbar throws it down.
And with a strong finish, he finally ends that 13-0 run by Phoenix.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Portis, he's checked in for the Bucks. And for the Suns, Sabonis comes in for Williams. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Luka Doncic. Gay against Kuzma. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Gay's got 8.
And Gay has a reliable jumper, outstanding at getting into a rhythm from here.
Outside Portis. Pass to Lopez. And here's Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Kuzma. The three. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Tell you what, guys, he seems to improve with every game. I mean, Kuzma continues to hone his catch-and-shoot game.
And there's Sabonis. That's good on the assist by Schroeder.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Outside Portis. Jackson kicks to Kuzma. No good on the triple. Rudy Gay on the wing. Guarded by Kuzma. It's good from long range. He's got 11.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Here's Collins. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Collins has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
And so it's Phoenix out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. And thanks to their outstanding defense, the impact Damian Lillard has had on this game has been minimal. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Antetokounmpo out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Jackson. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the 5. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And staying with the play, Abdul-Jabbar.
Boy, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's length really makes him a threat on the offensive glass.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
And here's Antetokounmpo outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Giannis has got 5.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now Jackson. After Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. Jackson kicks to Giannis. Lillard from outside. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And here's Doncic from the arc. Sinks the triple. Doncic has got 22 points.
Watch out now when Doncic is dialed in from deep because he's unguardable.
Back to Lillard. Lets the 3 fly. Offensive rebound. Abdul-Jabbar. And Kareem throws it down.
And I tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
Near the three-point line, it's Lewis. Rebound by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Lewis has gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Lillard surveying the D. He's looking for Abdul-Jabbar and finds him.
And not much you can do defensively once Kareem gets the ball in that close. Too much height, too much talent.
Jones from outside. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 5th assist in this one.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And Lillard gets it to go.
The moment they hit that last shot, Lillard wanted one of his own. He was determined and undeterred to strike right back.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
And really, Clark, Luka Doncic is a one-man wrecking crew on the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he's special. His IQ, his size, the way he can make shots against tough defense. He's got the lean back. He's got the crafty moves. And I think he's a lot stronger and a little more athletic than people give him credit for being. I mean, without a doubt, he's one of the most unique and best players that we've seen in the game.
Now, here's Doncic following the shot by Kareem. And Luka Doncic. Again from deep. Doncic has got 12 points now in the quarter.
You know, guys, you look at Doncic, and he has really good size for a wing, which helps him have his way against most defenders.
And Lillard gets it to go.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
And it's Doncic missing. And here's Abdul-Jabbar. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Kuzma can't get it to go. 1:03 left in the third. And that one's good by Gay.
That is a shot Gay will never pass up. If he's got the room to get it off, he'll let it fly as soon as he touches it.
Lewis against Kuzma. Abdul-Jabbar up top. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
You know, the size of Abdul-Jabbar typically overwhelms defenses, especially when he's operating close to the rim, forcing them to act as he draws the foul.
This is his first free throw of the game. A different look for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Taurean Prince comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Jackson. And the Suns here with a different look. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Sabonis. John Collins comes in for Rudy Gay. Tracy McGrady's checked in for Lewis. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for James Jones. Lillard attacking.
Once Lillard takes that first step, he's all in. He won't stop until he finds the shot he wants.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Buries it from three-point range.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Here's Lillard. 16 points for him. Goes up on the high post. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Phoenix. Setting up team. State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before. For the pass, just great harmony on all sides.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. They've got John Collins. Tracy McGrady is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Rob Williams. And it's Brand in at the small forward spot. Phoenix making some changes. Rudy Gay's checked in for Brand. Lewis comes in for McGrady. And Doncic is subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Out to Doncic. Lewis with the three. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got assist number 8 here in this one already. And the Bucks with possession here. And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Here's Milwaukee now. Jackson has the open look. And a miss there on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Gay outside. Off target with his 3. So it's the Bucks now. Kuzma left side. Pass to Lillard. Lets it go with the 3. And the 3 ball is good. Lillard's got 19 points.
Incredible range. Lillard makes these deep shots look like they're effortless.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Lopez grabs the board. Kuzma passes to Lopez. Fires for 3. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Phoenix controlling this game. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
Gotta respect Lewis's ability to knock down the mid-range J. This guy's got a wicked stroke.
Outside Jackson. Prince outside. The wide open look here for Kuzma. From outside, off the mark.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Lillard the pass to Prince. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists now in this one. From deep, Collins. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him. So far.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Kuzma. Back to Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. Good work defensively by Gay. On the wing, Doncic. Guarded by Kuzma. And the Bucks with possession here. 3-pointer. Phoenix grabs the miss. Collins has got 5 rebounds tonight. And here's Doncic from the arc. Another 3 for Phoenix.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah. Especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
A different look for Milwaukee. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Lopez. And Antetokounmpo subbed in for Prince. Phoenix also making some changes. Greg Oden, he's checked in for Williams. Brand comes in for Rudy Gay. And Tracy McGrady subbed in for Lewis. Now, here's Lillard. Abdul-Jabbar dishes to Giannis. Off on the layup. The Suns on offense. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. A nice shot by Doncic.
My goodness, have mercy. Breaking ankles like there's no tomorrow.
The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Back to Lillard. The Bucks working the ball around. To halt the run. Phoenix grabs the miss. And here's Doncic from the arc. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And Milwaukee has possession. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Giannis dunks it down.
The sheer power of Antetokounmpo goes up and throws it down hard. That is impressive.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Lillard misses.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Back to Antetokounmpo.
Well, that's just an assertive play by Giannis against tough defense, drawing the foul and still getting the shot off.
And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. Brand against Kuzma. From deep. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one to come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they
don't need home cooking.
our player of the game, Luka Doncic.
What up, Chris?
MP, glad you made it. Ready to run some 3-on-3s?
Let's get it.
Hey, come around, come around. Oh, come on, you were on me? This is my court. I take what I want. Yeah, that's how I do it. Stay on him. Yeah, you can't shoot. I got you. Check it. Back door! Up, mismatch! Hey, watch that! Here you go, watch him, get him! No muscle, too far for you. You want it? Try to come get it. Come on. That's going in. Ball. Oh, I'm cooking. Yo, whose man is this? You can't rain. You can't shoot. It ain't even windy out here. Hey, let's go. Move around. That's right. Don't. Get mine. Stay on him. Get the rebound. Inside. That's so fast. Help him out. That's fine. You got it. You just need to stay home and play 2K, yo. Hey, get on him. Back door. Hey, what's the count? Take that. That's it. Hey, help. No shot. Way to knock it in, JB. Oh, hit that. Try to guard me. You nothing. Take over. 7. Check. Help him out. You should see track points. You can't even make a layup. Shooting that. I got him. Hey! You didn't even hit. You need to practice on your shoot. Hey, come around. Get ready to count that? Goal right here. Ball coming. I'm gonna keep swatting him out. Oh, you just got shot. Come on. 19-7. Yo, check Rock. Get mine. Watch out. Don't blame it on that win. You can't shoot.
Good job today. That's what it takes to be great.
Thanks, man.
From everyone here at 2K, thanks for... Joining us, we've got a Wednesday afternoon edition of the NBA for you. Brian Anderson here with you, alongside Grant Hill and Coach Dan Van Gundy. And the fourth member of our crew, Allie LaForce, reporting from the sidelines. Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. They've got Luka Doncic, and it's Sabonis in at the center position. And for Detroit, and it's Lambeer in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Thomas with the ball, and Luke. Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Pass to Rodman. Here's Dumars.
Hey, right here, right here.
To the paint.
Encouraging to see Doncic hustle like this on defense, wanting to make an impact and doing just this.
Here's Cooper. Three-pointer, no good. Thomas outside. And rejected. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Gay. And it's Detroit with the ball. Pass to Lambeer. Here's Dumars. To the middle. Here's Thomas. It's hauled in by Brand. And Doncic has got the ball here for Phoenix. Hayes' shot is good.
All eyes on Luka. The defense forgot about his teammates.
And here's Detroit. In 2024, Luka Doncic It's recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Inside, here's Lambier. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. Here's Cooper. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Here's Dumars. Out to the wing. Thomas outside. 5 to shoot. To stop the run. Doncic with a block.
Defense at its best from Doncic. Like to see him putting that much effort into his D.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And it's Phoenix's ball. Pass to Brand. And he wills that one. And sinking it right through the back of the iron.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Detroit calls timeout. Pass to Dumars. Back to Hill. Thomas outside. Oh, what a play. Just palms the block. Gay with the ball. And it's Hill picking him up now. And it's Gay with the miss. Detroit trails by 9. Shot's good by Hill.
Finally, a make for this team. Hopefully it gives them a little confidence.
Yeah, you know, sometimes all it takes is that first bucket to get a team into a groove.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Here's Lambier. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. 5 on the clock. Second chance shot. And the layup is good.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
And Detroit making a change here. Williams is checked in. Williams is checked in for Phoenix. Now here's Williams. He's closely guarded. It's hauled in by Brand. Phoenix leading by 8. Pass to Gay. The 3 is up. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
They've been very...
Welcome to 2K Sports. We've got live NBA basketball headed your way on this fine Wednesday afternoon. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Suns going up against Detroit. Brian Anderson with you. Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill joining us tonight, along with the fourth member of our team, Allie LaForce. Now a look at Detroit starting lineup. And it's Lambier in at the 5. The paint. And for Phoenix, they've got Luka Doncic. And it's Cooper in at the 2. Now here's Thomas. It's rebounded by Sabonis. And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Phoenix making a switch here. Lewis is checked in. Doncic outside from deep. Gay. The rebound by Detroit. Back to Thomas. They set the screen. Pass to Lambier. The shot misses. Gay with the defensive effort. And it's Phoenix's ball. Here's Brand for 3. Lewis passes to Sabonis. Pure from three-point range.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
We played just over a minute here in the first. Here's Dumars. And he drives in. It's rebounded by Sabonis. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Pass to Lewis. The shot is good. Doncic making the play.
Boy, the extraordinary playmaking instincts of Luka Doncic on display right there.
Doris, you talk about a guy who forces you to play at his pace. That's Luka Doncic.
Oh my goodness, BA, there's no question. He's got tremendous patience. He's in complete command of the tempo of the game. But maybe my favorite aspect is how he manipulates the game to get defenders off balance.
Dumars passes to Thomas. Pass to Rodman. The floater. Dumars misses. Doncic outside. Here's Lewis. Launches a 3. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Now here's Thomas. Shot to stop the run. It's hauled in by Brand. On the break. From deep, Gay. Knocks down the long J.
Man, that was fast. They're already up by double digits.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Detroit calls timeout. A different look for Phoenix. Cooper comes in for Lewis. And Rivers is subbed in for Luka Doncic. And Detroit making a change here. Poke loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Dawkins. 6 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by Brand. Here's Rivers. Thomas defends. Takes a 3. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
Here's Lambier. Knocked away. Dawkins, the pass to Dumars. They still need this. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. 1:33 left in the first. Here's Cooper. The three-pointer off the mark. Detroit trails by 15. Hill, the pass to Thomas. Here's Dumars. Rebounded by Gay. And so it's Phoenix with it. Here's Cooper. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Detroit calls timeout. A different look for Phoenix. Lewis has checked in for Cooper, and Doncic has subbed in for Rivers. Edwards, he's checked in for Detroit. Williams comes in for Thomas. Here's Dumars. Still no points. That one goes in.
Finally, a make for this team. Hopefully it gives them a little confidence.
It's usually interesting. After a bit of a struggle, does the first bucket get you into a little rhythm now?
Now here's Hill. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter here. From deep, Gay. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Gay's got 6.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
In transition. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Brand's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Listen, we all know Luka Doncic can score, but equally impressive to me is his playmaking ability.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Dumars passes to Edwards. It's good.
Once he saw the smaller defender guarding him, he took it right to the rack.
Now Doncic. Over Williams. A nice shot by Doncic.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And that's it for the first quarter in what has been a very lopsided game. Phoenix out in front, delivering the blowout. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
We've got John Collins, Kelly Oubre out there with Austin Rivers, and it's Sabonis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Detroit, they've got Williams, and it's Dawkins in at the 4. Phoenix making a switch here. Phoenix leading by 20. For 3, Collins, and it's Mahorn with a rebound. Dumars passes to Dawkins. Here's Williams, and it's Phoenix with a rebound. Gay outside. There's the triple. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Gay's got 9.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Aguirre passes to Mahorn. Oh, Sabonis with a block. And they get it back. Going inside, Dumars. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Gay's got 4 rebounds now. And here's Doncic. The 3 is up. And Dawkins pulls it down. Well, it's going to take something special now to get him back in this game.
Unfortunately, it just doesn't seem likely.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Sabonis. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Rodman. Excellent D there from Collins. From deep, here's Doncic. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for Detroit. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. And it's blocked by Collins.
You can't sleep on Collins' long arms when he's defending you. He'll swat you down all day with that long reach.
Three-pointer. Doncic, good. He's got 5.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Pass to Dumars. Fires for 3. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. Detroit calls timeout.
Lots to talk about here, guys. I mean, losing momentum and looking for answers.
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
And Detroit making a change here. Thomas is checked in. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. To get back on track. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. And so it's Phoenix with it. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Pass to Brand. 4-3. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And here's Detroit. Thomas outside. Here's Dawkins. He's guarded by Sabonis. Robbed. 1:46 left in the second quarter. Doncic with it. 5 points in the game. Goes up on the wing, and the shot goes. Doncic has got 7 points.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
From deep, Gay. And Dawkins pulls it down.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Bumped on the way up, but hits it. They call the blocking foul.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Phoenix calls timeout.
Timeout. Timeout. Start it.
Here's Doncic. He has 7. Fades away and sinks a tough shot. 9 points in the game.
Boy, Luka Doncic makes it look easy. What a pretty jumper.
Thomas passes to Dumars. Pass to Lambier. Just 5 to shoot. Thomas outside. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. There's a screen. Shot on the wing. Dumars grabs the miss. Thomas, that's good.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And so it's Phoenix up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We'll be right back. After this word. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
I don't know that you necessarily think of him as someone who's going to create for others, but boy, all night he's been willing to make the extra pass.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. They've got Rudy Gay. And it's Doncic in at point guard. That's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5 as we get going in the second half. And it's Gay with the miss. And it's Detroit with the ball. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Rodman, the pass to Thomas. He takes it in to the inside. Lambier, no good. And the action on hold. It appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad